Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Schoolboy here with another video. Tonight we're talking about Bell Collective, season 4, episode 6, Funk Around and Find Out. But before we go ahead and get started, I do have a few pieces of housekeeping to do. Y'all will probably notice my regular Schoolboy background is not up here. It's because I'm having to record this from the iPad. My actual computer is acting real funny right now, so I really wanted to get this out to you guys today and really wanted to go ahead and express my thoughts because it's been bothering me since I seen the episode. There's a lot of stuff that is really annoying me and that I really want to go ahead and get across to you guys tonight. That way tonight I can go ahead and take my notes on Potomac, and then I can go ahead and take my notes on Married to Medicine and drop a video for Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Medicine off to you guys in a timely manner. So playing a little bit of catch up today, but I wanted to make sure that I got this video out to you guys. Before we get into the review, just make sure also that you do go over to Chef Don Don's channel and check out Hotline Bling Chat Room. Episode 5 this week was the ugly sweater edition. So you guys got to vote on who had the best ugly sweater. That was if you were in the live video. If you weren't in that live, you didn't get to vote, unfortunately, but y'all can still check out the episode and go ahead and get into it. We will have a new episode this coming week. We will be filming it, but the following week of Christmas, we will be taking a hiatus. So just know you will get an episode this week, but the following week, since Christmas drops on a Monday, we will be doing a hiatus that week to allow you guys to go ahead and enjoy that Christmas holiday and us as well as content creators. Also, make sure you jump into School of Love. We are casting is extended, actually extended till December 23rd of 2023. So ladies, you do want to date me, this goes for women between the ages of 30 and 45. We will make some adjustments if you're maybe 2 years shy underneath or 2 years above. We will make those adjustments for you, so don't fret, you can still apply. It's just when you get way out of range is where you probably will not, unfortunately, probably told and turned away via email. Preferably we would like you living into the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but if you come from out of town to date me, you are responsible for all of your travel and lodging. We will not be paying for that. So this ain't, unfortunately, we ain't Bravo, we ain't on network, we ain't got the coin like that. But if you want to participate, you are out of state, you most certainly can participate. You cannot have any entanglements. You cannot be married. I am not being nobody's side piece or breaking up no happy homes. Or if you currently got your ex living with you or some other kind of fool-la-la y'all got going on, that ain't for me. We're not doing that over here, okay? Must be active on social media, whether that's, I ain't calling it X, I'm calling it Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn. Got to be available to film during the production dates. If you would like to go ahead and apply, please apply at www.tcddproductions.com. Okay, also, speaking of this, we will be starting to film School of Love very soon. It will drop out sometime into the spring. But also, if you are a Black-owned business and you would like to be able to just kind of promote your Black-owned business, or if you're a Black content creator, whatever your business is, and it's Black-owned and you want to go ahead and promote it, go ahead and email us at admin@tcddproductions.com. They will go ahead and get out you all the promotional package and a breakdown of what each package costs. All those details, all those great things. You can also email if you have any further questions or concerns that may come up in regards to getting a commercial in on either show, okay? So y'all have the options of doing that. I believe Hotline Bling's got about 5 more episodes before we actually complete season 1. So thank y'all for that. And also make sure y'all get this information out there as well. We want to make sure that everybody has it. So if you do want to promote your Black owned business, you can do that as well. So we want to make sure that all that information is out to you guys, and you're able to go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and just get into it. We back where we opened the episode back up with Lil Boosie and Latieshia arguing about him not being on the boat and coming back home, and him just pulling up on the restaurant with him and Marie. And first of all, I hope that Latieshia does not wear this damn outfit anymore, ever again on the show. It is terrible. You look like a fucking disco ball, just like a glitter ball. It just is not flattering at all. The outfit is not flattering. And it's distracting as hell. The people in the restaurant just kind of looking like, what the hell is going on here? Because they feeling like it's Tubi acting as well. And I'm just like, okay, we got to stop with this Tubi acting that they're giving, because this is on ridiculous mode for me at this point. He claims they told, work told him that they didn't need his services, so he came back home to surprise her. And she says, well, the last time I talked to you, you was working. Now all of a sudden you just popping up over here at the, doing all of this, and I just think it's ridiculous. So Latieshia claims he's doing what Clifford the Big Red Dog does to Latrice, just popping up everywhere and all of this stuff. And I'm just like, well, really, to be honest, I don't see how you can blame Cliff for this Negro popping up on you. He popping up on you because he want to pop up on you, and because he's been doing it as a pattern. Clearly, whatever you and him do, all of this fake outrage that I just really can't get into with Latieshia and Lil Boosie, it just irritates me, because I really feel like this is a bunch of bullshit that y'all are really trying to portray like this is something major going on. Oh my God. But I do think that y'all are used to this in your marriage, and this is like second nature at this point, but y'all trying to front like, oh my God, this is something that y'all are not understanding what's going on, which I find it to be BS. Okay. That's just in my opinion. And I think that Lil Boosie is doing this on his own. I don't think everything that, he's doing is 100% influenced by Clifford. He's a grown man. You should be, making your own decisions. And I believe that he's been doing this for a very long time, before his friendship with Cliff, in my opinion. She says he does this to Latrice, and you're hanging out too much with him because he's influencing him. I'm like, girl, bye. You had a fuck nigga from a long time ago. He was a fuck nigga way before he even became friends with Cliff. So let's not. Latieshia claims that Lil Boosie is traditional and he has issues with not being able to be the provider anymore. He needs to let that go. And I'm like, girl, he really, he was the provider before. And honestly, I'm confused on what you actually provide either, because I still don't really know what your real job is and what you're really doing at Latieshia Enterprises. I just feel like it's a fluff deal for you to have some sort of storyline on reality TV, but I really just don't feel like you got anything really that major going on yourself. Latieshia brings up how he wants her to be more submissive like Latrice, and I'm just like, Latrice and Latieshia got two different sets of issues and two different sets of type of women, and it's just not, it ain't the same. And unfortunately, the people in the restaurant are just looking at them both crazy, like this is some crazy shit. Or when are y'all gonna stop filming this Tubi movie? And Latieshia leaves and says she ain't got time for it. Lil Boosie says there's nothing wrong with how Clifford, the Big Red Dog, thinks. And he does want her to be more like Latrice. Again, dude, you've been with this woman since high school. I really feel like the marriage has not matured. You nor her have really matured in any type of way. And this is kind of why y'all are where y'all are at in the means of how y'all handle each other in this relationship. He says, bruh, I'm tired of these arguments ended like this. And I just think it's disrespectful for men to be like, bruh, your mate is not a bro. Your mate is not your homeboy. Your mate is your mate. Either respectfully call them by their name or babe or something, but that irks my damn soul. And I don't understand why women allow men to do that to them. So he says, bro, I'm just tired of these arguments ending like this. And he claims he needs to the real her, and she's screaming across the damn parking lot. And he talking about she telling him, well, he can't take the elevated her. What have y'all elevated to? You getting into a Porsche that you probably leasing, trying to front for national TV. Him getting in this souped up new Dodge Durango, not being able to deal with you because both of y'all have let this getting on Bell Collective and getting on TV go to both of y'all's head, because this is all ego inflated. And number three, and it's just so fake and tawdry, and y'all continue to keep trying to force us to make us realize that this is supposed to be some major thing that's going on in your marriage, which is not. It's not a major thing going on in your marriage. It's just a bunch of fuckery, if you ask me. They continue this ghetto ass argument all in the parking lot. She banging on his hood of his car and telling him, opening the door, getting all in his face. Like, one thing that I don't think women should do is get in no man's face. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all should not get in no man's face, and no man should get in no woman's face, vice versa. This is how it be all these damn issues that it don't need to be. Because really, in all honesty, any other time and they wasn't filming with no cameras, I know a cop would have pulled up and would have asked what the hell was going on over there if they drove by and saw y'all going in like this. So it's just this ghetto argument is not doing it for me. She's telling him she telling him he doesn't get to come over here and just do all of this, and I'm like, girl, hush it. I'm over it. The scene ends, and I was glad they got this fake Tubi movie off of my screen, because I'm just so sick of them arguing about the same thing every damn episode. It's actually disgusting at this point. Y'all clearly are still together. He's still with you. You're posting him on social media. At this point, I just think all of this is BS. We move on down the road to Willie and JJ. They hang out at the golf course, and JJ says it's his first time golfing, but he's an athlete. And of course, JJ is barely hitting these balls. He looks a hot mess. Willie says to JJ as they are golfing that Cliff isn't a good friend. And JJ spun around so damn quick, like it was The Exorcist. He was like, I've been telling y'all he wasn't no good friend in regards to Cliff. And Willie says that it was not right that Cliff called Lil Boosie in the middle of the night to drop a dime on his wife. He says if you trust your wife and her word should always be good enough, and nothing no one else has to say should come between that. And you're absolutely right, Willie. But you're talking about a man who is immature himself and immature about who he is as a man, and insecure who he is as a man, that you would just jump up in the middle of the night, run down to a party because another man told you a stripper was at the party. Cliff and Lil Boosie are both immature. And when you put two immature idiots together, 9 times out of 10, you get a bigger idiot. And again, if you trust somebody that you're married to, in a relationship with, can't nobody tell you or convince you what to do or make you go run off to go do some crazy stuff like that. I really felt like Cliff easily got that little boy mind wrapped up, that grown little boy mind wrapped up so bad that he's so tightly wound that he's just foolish. And that's just my opinion. He says if you trust so Willie says they need to save Lil Boosie, and I'm just like, I wouldn't be worried about saving because he don't want to be saved. JJ says he's gonna throw a 70s themed barbecue and invite everyone except Cliff. And JJ and Willie are going to see who has a contest of who makes the best ribs. So we get to the next scene. Tamara pulls up at Goddess Links to get some hair, and she says she's been doing voiceovers and voiceover commercials for Latrice for years, and she's also been purchasing hair there as well. Latrice comes out to see Tamara and lets her know that she'll be highlighting Black women in the community with businesses in Jackson, and Latrice will be one of the women that she will honor at the event. Latrice was elated because she was like, you're thinking of me to honor me at this event. I'm taken aback by that. She was very taken aback, and she was appreciative. Latrice asked if any of the other Bells will be honored, and she says no. the other women do not have businesses in Jackson. So she said, I ain't honoring nobody that don't have a business in Jackson. She says she invited Akeisha and says she knows damn well she wasn't inviting Marie. Don't ask me. I ain't inviting Marie to a MFing thing. And I agree with Tamara Cherie. Don't invite Marie to a damn thing because Marie ain't got no type of care for nobody. And we know that. Marie's just, I can say Marie's a very disgusting individual in my eyes. She says that she invited, Latrice says Marie was wrong for conspiring with Tamara's ex, knowing she knew the situation and the things that she's been through. She states Marie can do things to others and that she claims they do to her, but when she does it, everybody else should just sweep it under the rug and not hold Marie accountable. Latrice and Tamara feel the same way with Marie, and that she is always playing victim when it comes down to it, and that she is a person that is miserable because her life is not in the best position, so she demeans others. Tamara wants Marie to stay away from her, and she doesn't want to be around Marie. She has a high-risk pregnancy, and she needs to protect her energy. And I 100% agree with Tamara Cherie with all of this. Maria's had, you got up here the first season, you down old girl's business with the hair, because you said Latrice gave you some faulty hair, which I still believe that whoever did your hair stole that good hair and gave you that synthetic mess, acrylic mess that you had. Second of all, you still upset with Latrice over something about somebody trying to take down your businesses, the white girl Kaylon and that blogger. The blogger's in jail, so clearly the blogger wasn't that credible for them to have done this interview with. And second of all, I look at it like this. Kaylon is off the show. Antoinette left the show, which was the dentist, and she was smart to leave the show because this is not showing Black women in any type of good light, okay? Especially not with the mess that you're doing right here of going to go dig in this woman's past to go find a man from 2016. This woman has had DV issues with. She had to basically, have to get a paper trail on this man. But because and I did see Tamara Cherie's tweet about this, she wanted to find something negative about her because she felt like this girl's life is too perfect. So let me go dig and go get this tea. And she told the producer that. So you went to go dig for this stuff to essentially hurt this woman. And for what? Like, again, I still ask y'all, for what? For what did this do for you, Marie? It's like disgusting to me. So I'm with Tamara 100%. Protect your energy. Do not allow that lady to come around you. I wouldn't go around her. I'm with Latrice. Like, dude, she did team too much, if you ask me. And it's never that serious. And Marie does all this disgusting, vile stuff. But if anybody was to do it to her, she wouldn't appreciate it. So it's like, treat people the way you want to be treated, Marie. And folks that go up for the bullshit that Marie does and find this okay, you really need to go get your head checked, okay? And not at one of Marie's facilities, because clearly she needs to be checked into her own goddamn facility for her own mental health, because that's something that's truly sick and vile with that woman. Marie and Zuri go to this dance studio, to do mother-daughter dancing for Zuri's next competition. And her mother just shows up to the dance class after being MIA for almost 3 whole weeks, okay? Mind you, Marie's up here exploiting her own mother for a storyline on the show. Her mother's clearly an addict who is still currently using, and really does not want to change her life. But you're also not only putting your own child through the same trauma that you experienced when you was a kid, you're also continuing the same generational curse that you claim that you want to break. Marie is such a walking contradiction, and I can't stand that lady. I'm just going to be honest. Zuri sits on her grandmother's lap. Her grandmother says she's going to be there for her and Marie and how she loves them. And I just look at it as this lady been probably high as shit right now, probably come to see her grandchild, and she's saying all the things that sound very well, but this lady means nobody any good, not even herself at this point. And this is just hurtful to watch Marie use this as a storyline for a TV show, knowing also putting your child through the same trauma that you experienced as a kid. It's just, it's twisted to me. Okay. Marie says she's happy to see her mom be there for Zuri, and her mom says, well, I got messed up, but God got me, and hugs Marie, and that's code for you to relapse again. Now you're back. Marie is trying to have this conversation and address her childhood trauma, meanwhile putting her own daughter through the same trauma with her mother. It's just crazy to me. And this, to me, was not the time or the place to discuss this conversation about her mother and her actions and not being there and all of this. Marie's mother also says, well, if it wasn't for you, your dad, you wouldn't be where you are today. You wouldn't be a millionaire. You wouldn't be all this and the third. And it's like, lady, you were strung out on drugs. You still currently are strung out on drugs. You cannot say that you not being a mother did not damage this woman, because this is a woman now who's a mother going around damaging other women with her anger and her frustration and all of the pain that she's went through in her childhood. She's just doing it to other people as a grown-ass woman. So you can't say that her solely being raised by her father made her a great individual, because it did not. It did not. Sorry. And your daughter's really not trying to change the person that she currently is, really, because if you really are going to therapy like Marie claims are, then you need to do the work, ma'am. And it's clear you're not doing the work. It's clear by the way your actions go towards other Black women and the women on this cast. It's very disgusting. She tells her mom she needs to go to therapy. And again, I feel like this, unless a person's ready to go to therapy, ready to stop doing drugs, ready to do those things, then all of this trying to make somebody go do something that they ain't ready to do, 9 times out of 10, all you doing is throwing money out the window and pissing money away, because they're not going to do anything the therapist says. They're not ready to quit being the person that they are currently being at this point. And there's no point. We move on to Lil Boosie and Latieshia, and they're meeting up at this bowling alley to talk about this ghetto ass argument they didn't had prior. He starts buttering her up like a damn like movie theater popcorn, and claiming that he supports and loves her and she's an inspiration to others. And I'm like, this lady is not an inspiration to anybody. There should be nothing inspiring about a woman staying with a man who constantly cheats on her, could have possibly made her a stepmother, and disrespects her every chance that he gets by following behind what another man is telling him to do in his marriage, which is clearly making your marriage further go down the toilet. There's nothing inspiring about this woman's life. Sorry. Okay? She can't inspire me to do a motherfucking thing. And that's on God. She can't, that's on Mary Had Little Lamb. That lady can't inspire me to do a damn thing. Okay? The only thing she can inspire me to do is to never be her and never be looking like her on national TV. That's what she can inspire me to do. Latieshia begins to fake cry. He claims he doesn't know what role he plays anymore. Nigga, you still a husband. Be one. But the problem is, y'all have been together so long since high school. Neither one of y'all have matured mentally. Your emotional intelligence is still low. You still act like y'all are teenagers. You argue like you're teenagers. You just grown ass adults on the outside, but you still have the emotional intelligence of a 16-year-old kid. Y'all both need to grow the hell up. Lil Boosie pulls out this first ring he gave her. He gives her some dry ass speech, and she's crying and saying that she can't picture life without him. And this is where you calling him insecure, but sweetie, you very much so insecure too, and you don't think that you can do better than him. That's why you stay. I picked that up about you. She claims she misses him and misses them as a couple, and you miss this toxicity? Okay. Lil Boosie is trying to muster up a tear, and she tells him she will never wear this. She'll never take it off. This is his last time. And again, Lil Boosie says he knows this is his final chance. And they both put their rings back on. I'm just like, girl, get the fuck out of my face with this, because this is just disgusting. So we get to this day of the 70s barbecue, and Cliff and Lil Boosie got on the same outfit. Letitia's wig looks like the hair that collects in your drain, and that they just made a wig out of it. It looks disgusting. Willie and Aikisha show up, and Willie looks like Ike Turner, which I thought was funny. And Aikisha says she knows Willie's ribs will win the cook-off. Sophia says she invited everyone but Cliff and Latrice, and I'm like, well, Latrice probably wouldn't have came anyway because you got a restraining order on her homegirl. So that's how I see that. But go off, Sophia. Little Boosie asked Sophia where Cliff and Latrice says. She said the invite didn't make it out her inbox. And I'm like, girl, don't nobody want to be over there with you anyway. Okay. Laticia says she's been on Lil Boosie lately and all on Lil Boosie lately. And she tells Aikisha he's been showing improvements, meaning he gave you that weak ass speech. You fell for it. He gave you some dick. And now you're back underneath the spell for the moment because he dicking you down good. Okay, girl, bye. Again, Laticia says she's getting a table at the Lupus Gala. And Aikisha brings up helping Tambra with her spring fling event as well. Laticia asks how Tambra is doing, and Aikisha says good. And Laticia says she apologized to Tambra about meeting up with her ex. Aikisha brings up, well, Tambra told me that Latrice told her that Marie and Laticia were the ones behind the text message situation. Laticia begins to say Tambra is lying. At the end of the day, she knows she is. And I'm just like, girl, if you're really trying to move forward with this lady, constantly calling her a liar is not going to help you in any point of moving forward. Laticia, I 100% agree and believe Latrice ain't lying about how y'all didn't want Aikisha in that group text. I 100% believe that you are the biggest liar that ever walked. You and Marie, and y'all just want to run this shit like some mean girls in high school, because I guarantee most of your life you've been picked on, and so now that you become an adult and now you're on TV, this is your way to stick it at folks that probably talked about you and teased you all your life. So now you're just being up here being some incredibly mean, insensitive, bitter ass women. That's how I see it. You and Marie have miserable ass lives, and anybody else that has any inkling of positivity or happiness, y'all just want to tear it the fuck down. I peep y'all and I get it. Laticia begins to say Tambra is lying, and at the end of the day, she knows she is. Aikisha says she doesn't know who to believe, and she doesn't care at this point because she's here, she's in the collective. What does it matter? By now, Marie arrives, and they're talking about seeing if they could get Marie to apologize to Tambra. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Marie will never apologize to Tambra. Hell will freeze over before Marie does that. And that little bullshit Instagram live that you did last night, Marie was so narcissistic, so self-serving, and so disgusting. You still don't want to own anything. You don't want to be accountable for shit. And at the end of the day, for someone who cares so much about people's mental health and trying to help people with addiction, you truly need some mental health help yourself, and you are refusing to really fix yourself. You're absolutely a piece of garbage. Okay? You are the stuff between people's toes. You are the toe jam in the crust between people's toes. You are absolutely low down, despicable, and disgusting. And I see why your husband was out here cheating on you. I get it now. If I had to be married to you, I'd probably cheat on you too. They asked Marie about an apology, and immediately she was like, no, on who behalf? And I'm just like, girl, she says, hell nah, I ain't apologizing. She claims that Tambra wasn't such a liar and manipulator. She would have entertained that man at all. No, I believe what Tambra said on Twitter. You wanted to find some dirt on that woman. That's why you looked that man up. Period. Point blank. The end. You felt like she was too perfect. You felt like she didn't have any skeletons in her closet, and you just wanted to attack that woman. You are just scum. Marie, scum. You're a fucking scumbag. And the bad part about it is that you could have put this lady and her unborn child in harm's way over some bullshit because you really just wanted to see what you could dig up on somebody. It's really just disgusting. Disgusting. Anyways, that made me hot. Marie claims Latieshia always wants her to apologize to people, but she never wants people to apologize to her. Because 9 times out of 10, you done did this shit first to that person. That person ain't did shit to you. Tambra still, what the hell has Tambra ever done to you? Nothing. There was no reason for you to do this to this lady. No reason. Besides just being a miserable bitch. Akeisha says, they need to be sisterly to others, even if they're not being it to them. And she said that directly, saying that sometimes y'all are not sisterly to me, but I still treat y'all with respect. And at the end of the day, you treat people how you want to be treated. Marie claims she didn't meet up with that man to hurt Tambra. Then they joke about making Akeisha to work to get into the collective. And I'm just like, this whole conversation is a joke for real. Latieshia and Marie can go to hell swiftly. I just really don't have too much for them two heifers. Tambra walks in and Marie talks about, here goes the lies. And I'm just like, girl, you lie every time you flip on this damn screen. You's a lie. A dirty, bold-faced ass lie. Just like you sat up there and lied on that Instagram live last night. Disgusting. I cut that trash off after 10 minutes. Marie is rolling her eyes and acting childish as hell. Akeisha tried to broker peace between Marie and Tambra. And Tambra states she told Latieshia that she doesn't want to have a conversation with her at all, so quit trying to force this, which I 100% agree. She is not trying to get upset at all. Remember, we got a serious high-risk pregnancy, and arguing with these two hoes ain't worth it. Latieshia says she spoke to Tambra and apologized to her part in meeting up with her ex, and says she wants everyone to move forward. Marie says she has nothing to say, and Tambra says she's good. And Marie showed her who she was. And I was like, clock your tea. And Marie was like, well, what does that statement mean? And I'm like, yo, dumb ass can't, you don't have any reading or comprehension skills? You can't comprehend what the hell she said? She believed you when you showed she believed you when you showed her who she was at that time. There's nothing else for this lady to talk about with you. Marie then says, Marie claims she never knew that she had dated this guy, and she never told them. And Tambra's like, why would I tell you about somebody I dated in 2016? And I'm like, thank you. And then on top of that, somebody from 2016 that I have DV issues with, and that by even bringing that man up, that he could possibly come around me now and my life is peaceful. Why would I invite that type of chaos in my life? And then why would I tell you bitches anything? And if she did tell y'all, what was that information going to do for y'all? I would love to know. What would the information have done for y'all? Oh, so y'all can drag her all up and down the road and talk about what she should. Oh, her life ain't is perfect. Oh, I said, this is just so fucking juvenile. Marie claims she didn't even know Tambra was even said even if you didn't know the history, she didn't know. And Tambra said even if you didn't know the history, she should have came to her first before she sat down with him to find out what the real situation was, which is absolutely correct, Tambra. Marie says Marie still is saying she can't say she was wrong for meeting up with him, and Latieshia is trying to apologize for both of them. And I'm like, just let it go, Latieshia. And at the end of the day, Latieshia, you giving a fake ass apology because the minute Tambra leave out this room, you're gonna be sitting there talking shit in front of Akeisha about the girl with Marie. So it's just phony to me. Latieshia is trying to apologize. So Latieshia says they can't trust Tambra because she didn't tell them about her history with this man, that it was abusive, that he was abusive to her. And I'm like, girl, you can't even trust the nigga that you laying next to in the bed every night. How the fuck you gonna tell this woman that you can't trust her? This woman can't trust you or Marie. Y'all proven that time after time after time after time. How many times does somebody got to keep getting fucked over by somebody for y'all to understand? Why would I even think this group is even a safe space to say anything like that? You and Marie are completely hot garbage, straight up. Marie calls Tambra a liar, and it's really and to me it's like calling the kettle black, because bitch, you lie when you breathe, if you ask me. Now they bring up this group message, and Tambra gets up to leave because they're putting this back on her and not wanting Akeisha in the group. And Tambra is just like done with it. She's pregnant. She's not trying to have to go through all these motions. And it's nothing but continued fighting. And I'm with Tambra. Get up, protect your peace, and leave. Because this shit ain't even worth the conversation. Now, this video may or may not even get monetized because how much cussing that I began to do in this video. So if y'all would like, please go ahead and hit the Cash App that's on the screen. $Schoolboy86. Because I did eat up Marie. And I ate up that dumbass trick, Latieshia. Make sure y'all follow my social media on the screen scrolling by. And once again, if you'd like to go ahead and donate, because I know I'm probably not going to make money off of this video because I cuss so damn much, y'all go ahead and donate, please. I appreciate it. It's the holidays. Anything that you give will go directly back into the channel. Once again, make sure y'all check out this past week's episode of Hotline Bling chat room. This week will be the pajama edition. So we'll be wearing our PJs and we'll be talking all things that are hot topics and trending topics, social media, you know, reality TV, everything. Also, remember School of Love, the new dating reality web series that y'all get to watch me be out here trying to find love in these streets. Okay, it's going to premiere sometime in spring of 2024. We're going to begin filming very, very soon. If you would also like to donate to the crowdfunding and stuff like that as well, you can do that by going to www.tcddproductions.com. You can also go ahead and submit an application there to be on the show as well. If you would like to go do that, ladies, between the ages of 30 and 45. Woo, that's all I got. Ain't got no more. Y'all check out this commercial and thank y'all for watching. Appreciate it.
The Chef Don Don Productions presents School of Love, honey. A new LGBTQ web reality series in the big city of Dallas, Texas. If you are interested in dating a schoolboy, make sure you get those applications in right now, just in time for school to be in session.